Hello friends, good evening. Welcome to NEET World. So this is a session on IOQM. First of all, I'll tell you what is IOQM. So we are talking about actually Mathematics Olympiad. First let me check whether I am audible or not, then we will continue. Hello friends, good evening. Alright, yes, I am audible. So as you know, NEET World, we are already started with Science Olympiad, that is NSCJS, that is Science Olympiad for, that is Junior Olympiad, that is for classes 8 to 12. Similarly, on the same lines, we are starting what? We are starting most importantly, that is Maths Olympiad. We are starting with Maths Olympiad. Okay, so in this session, I will run you through the various stages that are involved in Maths Olympiad and the preparation strategy that is required, and also the sources to be followed and the benefits of writing Olympiad exam. Okay, the benefits of writing Olympiad exam along with real testimonials. Real testimonials means the students who written Olympiad exam and the benefits of writing Olympiad exam. Okay, so if you are preparing for JEE or if you are preparing for NEET, okay, if you are at the school level, definitely you have to try Olympiad exam because that will help you improve your calculation skills and also your analytical thinking ability. Okay, those who have written NEET last time, you would have understood how tough the paper was, and also JEE mains and advanced. Okay, that requires lot of analytical and also critical reasoning skills that will be gained only by attending such exams like Olympiads. Okay, so let us start with the session. So first of all, if I talk about Olympiad, that is IOQM, that means Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Okay, it is called as what? Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Okay, so complete guide for that I will be giving you now. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand what is this exam. What is this exam all about? So it is talking about, it is the first stage of International Maths Olympiad. So there is something called very prestigious exam, that is we call it as IMO. Okay, IMO is the pinnacle of Maths Olympiad, that is the mountain or the Everest or the peak or the surmount of the Maths Olympiad exam, that is we call it as International Maths Olympiad. For that, the first stage is IOQM. Okay, there are various stages in between. The first stage is called it as what? IOQM, that is Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Okay, so this is conducted by TIFR, okay, which you must be knowing already. Okay, TIFR, the target students are class 8 to 12, class 8 to 12, and there are various levels for each class levels. Okay, so those who have strong math skills can definitely attend this. So you must be wondering, what do you mean by strong math skills? That you will understand only when you test yourself, only when you go through the syllabus, and only when you solve the questions, and only when you gain the concepts. Okay, then only this is a repeated process. Understand the approach, solve the questions and repeat. Okay, understand the approach, revise yourself, and then definitely the mathematical skills strong it will become. Okay, now earlier it was called as PRMO and it was initial qualifying exam. Now it was replaced and it was made IOQM. Okay, it was made as what? IOQM, that is Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Right, now stages of the exam. I told the pinnacle is what? Indian Olympiad Qualifier, that is the starting. Pinnacle is International Maths Olympiad, that is IMO. So first stage we call it as IOQM, that is Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Next stage we have RMO, that is Regional Mathematical Olympiad. So those students who do well in Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics, that is first stage. Some of the students who clear the cutoff, they will be going to the next stage, that is Regional Maths Olympiad. Okay, the India as a country will be divided into various sections. Then for each region, there will be a regional Olympiad. Maybe like South India, East India, West India, and also North India, Central India, like that. Okay, so there will be regional Maths Olympiad, and it will be followed by those who do well in RMO will be selected for the next level, that is Indian National Mathematical Olympiad. This is at the national level. Indian National Mathematical Olympiad. Indian National Mathematical Olympiad, and those who do here, okay, each country will send to International Mathematical Olympiad training camp. Okay, before you attempt the IMO, before you attend the International Maths Olympiad, you will be given a training, okay, at some institute where they will be giving you training for International Math Olympiad. Okay, after the training camp, those students who are prepared well or those students who pass the pre-test, there will be lot of training, lot of mock tests that will be given. They will be allowed to write the International Maths Olympiad, that is International Mathematical Olympiad, which I told is the pinnacle when it comes to Mathematical Olympiad. Okay, so this is the various stages. First we start with IOQM, then we write Regional Maths Olympiad, then we write Indian National Mathematical Olympiad, then we have to write International Mathematical Olympiad training camp you will attend, and then International Math Olympiad, that is a pinnacle. Okay. Next, eligibility criteria. So you can ask me, sir, who are the people who can write this? So any Indian citizen or OCA, that is overseas citizen of India. PIO, that is PIO means what? Person of Indian origin. Okay. This card holder studying in India, these people can also write, and also there should be class 8 to 12 students as of the academic year of the exam. Okay. Suppose you are writing now, you should be belonging to either any of these classes 8 to 12. Okay. 8, 9, 10th, 11th and 12th. Okay. Then you will be, that is age criteria, this is given, that may vary depending on the year. Okay. Next, enrolled in a recognized school in India, that is, it should not be some random school without any authorization from the government. It should be recognized school, recognized by the government. Okay. That's that kind of school, not some random school without any authorization. Okay. Got it? So these are the eligibility criteria. Next, when it comes to, so till now what did we study? We understood what is IOQM, what are the various stages, and who is eligible. Now let us see the exam structure. Exam structure of what? Here mainly I am talking about IOQM, that is Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Maths. So for that, the mode is what? It is offline mode, that is pen and paper, that is you will be given a question paper. Okay. And it is OMR sheet. That means what? That means what? OMR sheet will be given, and the duration will be 3 hours. And the duration will be 3 hours. Okay. It will be integer based answer type question. Just because OMR sheet is given, okay, it's not like you have to tick there. Okay. Integer based answer type question, that is there will be no options. Okay. You have to write the answer. There will be no options. Options won't be given. And the number of questions will be 30. Number of questions will be what? It will be 30, and total number of marks will be 60. Why it is 60? Because for each question it carries how many marks? 2 marks. So 30 questions, 2 marks, and it is 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours exam, offline exam, and there will be no options. You have to write the answer, and it will be 30 questions, 2 marks. So total number of marks is 60. And then if you ask about negative marking, there is no negative marking here. There is no negative marking here, friends. Okay. When it comes to IOQM, there is no negative marking. Next, exam timeline. If you talk about exam timeline, this may vary, but generally this is what is followed. June, July you will have registration open. August admit card will be released, that is this month, and September or November, November or October, in any of these months you will be having the exam. Okay. And results will be out the next month. In 1 or 2 months the results will be out, and November, or this time November you are having the IOQM exam, and this time in January you will be having the RMO stage begins, that is Regional Maths Olympiad. That is, as you do well, you will progress to the next stages, that is IOQM, Regional Maths Olympiad, and also Indian National Mathematical Olympiad. Then you will go to IMO. Then you will have to write International Maths Olympiad. Okay. But at each stage, even if you don't perform well, or if you don't reach the cutoff also, definitely you will get certificates, and that will be very useful for you. Clear? Okay. Let us move to the next one. So cutoff summary. When I talk about cutoff summary, so for category A it is 35 marks. Out of what? Out of 60. For category B it is 48 marks. Okay. Category B it is 48 marks. So girls quota it is 33 marks. Now when I talk about, this is for 2024. 2023 it was 17 marks. Here it is 27 marks. Here it is 15 marks. So depending on the paper, the cutoff marks also varies. Like any other exam, the cutoff marks also varies depending on the difficulty of the paper. Okay. Next, when we talk about our state, that is AP and Telangana, the cutoffs are lower compared to Delhi and Mumbai region. Okay. Cutoffs are slightly lower, not very much, 1 or 2 marks varies. Okay. So cutoffs are slightly lower when it comes to AP and Telangana. Clear? Next, if we see the syllabus. Okay. The most important thing of this session, okay, the most important duration or the most important segment of this session is, see here, this is the syllabus. Okay. This is the syllabus I am talking about. This is an indicative syllabus, and it is not a descriptive syllabus, because each topic has various other subunits. Okay. So if you talk about number theory, this is broadly divided into 5 sections. Okay. 5 sections. Why? Because we are having class 8 to 12th level. So some of the topics you will be already studying in that school level, and 11th and 12th some additional topics will also be there, that is combination, geometry and trigonometry. Okay. So trigonometry will be there at the school level, geometry will also be there at the school level, but some certain in-depth concepts like 3D geometry, all these things will be added to you when you are writing from 11th or 12th level. Okay. So if I talk about number theory, you will be having GCD, LCM high level questions, that is GCD means what? HCF. Okay. Fermat theorem, Wilson theorem or CRT, that is in remainder theorem we study something called, Fermat's theorem. Under remainder theorem we get Fermat's theorem. Okay, so remainder theorem we study about positive remainders, negative remainders, all these things. You don't have to worry. Every day classes will be coming. That is, in a week at least 4 days you will be having the classes for IOQM. Please regularly watch the sessions. We will be coming with high quality questions. That is not some random questions. That is the previous year questions of IOQM. Okay, chapter wise we will be coming up with that, and duration will be 50 to 60 minutes each day, and we will be covering the lot of questions each day. That is 4 days, at least 4 days in a week. Based on the response, we will see whether we have to do every day. Okay, this will be highly useful for school students also and also inter students also. Why it is useful, I will tell you in a short while from now. So then we have Euler function. Okay, then we have base system problems, that is whether the base system is 10 or base system is 3. If I talk about logarithms, base system is like that. Okay, then we have Diophantine equations. This is very important. From this definitely questions will come. Highly important topic. Very important. I can say very important. Next we have induction, that is mathematical induction. You might have already heard about it. What is mathematical induction? All these things. Based on this you will be getting some questions. Next coming to algebra, sigma notation, like this sigma notation, multiple variables. You would have studied about linear variables. Here you will be getting multiple variables. Okay, you will be getting what? Multiple variables. Then we have special sequences. You would have heard about sequence and series, but it will be not normal sequence. Special sequences like not just AP. Sequence and series you will study AP, that is arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and also harmonic progression. Here in the special sequence you will get a combination. Combination means of combination of AP and also geometric progression. That we call it as what? AGP. That we call it as what? AGP means what? Arithmetic geometric progression. That is we will get AGP. Okay, arithmetic geometric progression. Such type of questions we will be getting. Okay, we will be getting such type of questions. Next, polynomials. Okay, this is a simple chapter, polynomials, sum of the roots, product of the roots. Okay, be it for quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, biquadratic polynomial. For such type of questions you have to study polynomials. Next we have Cauchy and also rearrangements. Okay, Cauchy theorem, okay, Cauchy theorem and also Riemann-Tiemann integral, all these things will come. Okay, so rearrangements, dearrangements, rearrangements, all these things. Then also functions. Functions, okay, when it comes to functions you have to study in depth. First you should know what is sets, relations, then you will understand functions. Okay, so functions, be it hyperbolic functions, such type of functions will be asked. Next we have trigonometry. Coming to trigonometry, you will be having compound angles. Compound angles means sum of two angles is called compound angles. Suppose A and B are there, if you add that or subtract that, difference is there, that is called compound angles. You will find sin of A plus B, cos of A plus B, sin of A minus B, cos of A minus B, tan of A plus B, tan of A minus B, okay, or tan of A plus B plus C, something like that. So that kind of questions will come. On same thing here comes for multiple angles, that is double angle formulas, okay, triple angle formula, half angle formula, such kind of things. Then sine and cosine rules. Okay, if you see properties of triangle, you will study about sine and cosine rule. So that is what? Sin I by A, cos A is equal to sin B by B is equal to sin C by C. That is sine rule. Similarly, you know what is cos rule. Okay, then identities, that we have three standard identities, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, and also 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. These are the identities which we will be studying. Then big picture. Okay, big picture I will tell you when I do the topic. Then we have heights and distance. H and D means heights and distance questions. Definitely it will be coming for you. Okay, at the school level also, at the intermediate level also, heights and distance questions are very important, be it for your boards or for your competitive exams. This kind of questions, such intermediate, the such Olympiad level questions if you are solving, then the questions that comes in the competitive will be a cakewalk for you. Okay, that is what I can tell you. Next, coming to geometry, Sievers and Menelaus, and also Stewart and Ptolemy theorem, and also rotation. Okay, rotation based questions will be coming. Then power of a point, okay, power of a point, and also here we are having analytical geometry. Okay, analytical geometry, it is not just 3D or 2D, that is analytical geometry, that is their centers. Okay, centers, problem solving. Centers means what? Centers of a triangle. Okay, be it in center, ortho center, okay, such kind of things, circumcenter, all these things. Centers, okay, problem solving, centroid, median, all these type of things. Next we have angle chase. Then centers of a triangle, again this center means it is related to circle, here it is centers of triangle. Okay, next we have MPT and BPT, that is Thales theorem, or okay, what is that? BPT. Okay, that is also called as Thales theorem. Then we have congruency and similarity of triangles. Congruency and similarity of triangles. Okay, then we have circles and tangents. Properties of circles along with tangents. Okay, that combination we will be studying. Circles and also system of circles. Okay, circles and also what? System of circles. Then we have power. Okay, power based geometry, that we will be studying. Then we have combination, that is combinatorics. Okay, permutation and combination. There the most important topic is combinatorics when it comes to higher level, that is class 11th and 12th. Okay, you should be very much thorough when it comes to this, because definitely questions will be coming from here. Okay, for example, you will be studying about pigeonhole principle, such kind of things. Okay, here we have generating functions, groupings. This is what PHP means, pigeonhole principle. What is this? Pigeonhole principle. Okay, pigeonhole principle, recurrence, coloring, and also invariance, counting laws. Okay, counting of those numbers, and also JE level permutation and combination. What is that? Not just your school level, JE level permutation and combination will be solving. That kind of questions are there in the syllabus, and divisors. Okay, what are this? We will understand when we go through the classes or sessions daily, that is 4 days in a week. Okay, so we have completely deciphered or decoded the syllabus. Syllabus is completely decoded now. So it is decoded into 5 major subheadings, that is number theory, algebra, trigonometry, geometry, and also combinatorics. Okay, now let us proceed. If you want, you can take a screenshot of the syllabus if you want. Okay, you can take a screenshot of the syllabus. Next, proceeding. Now, see, in the number theory, look at the sample question that has been asked. Find the remainder when 7 to the power of 2023 is divided by 100. Such kind of questions, you know the solution. Okay, no need to do that solution now. Anyways, I'll explain it when we do the class. Similar sample question based on geometry. If triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and angle BAC is equal to 40 degree, they are asking us to find angle ABC. Okay, such kind of questions are being asked. Okay. Next, coming to how to reach Indian National Mathematical Olympiad. That is what? That is, first you have to clear IOQM. That is, you have to target 40 plus marks. Okay, you have to target what? 40 plus marks. Safe score is actually 45. Okay, you take it from me 45 to 50. If you score, definitely you will get qualified. But target should be at least 40. But I want you to target. Though if you watch our sessions regularly, definitely you will be scoring 45 to 50. But provided not just watching the session, you have to revise the concept. Okay, not just solve the question, you have to revise the concept, and multiple times you have to revise the concept and solve the questions. Okay, using the methods which we say. Okay, it's not about getting the answer, it's the approach. You have to understand the approach, how to attack the question, how to attack, decipher and destroy the question. That is what? That is the meaning of what? I am not asking you to break down the question, I am not asking you to destroy the question. Destroy the question means you have to decode the question and solve the question and get the answer. That is the meaning of it. Next, regional Maths Olympiad, how to qualify from, see, first is IOQM, from there you have to qualify to what? RMO, that is regional Maths Olympiad. From there, if you have to qualify to next level is what? INMO, Indian National Mathematical Olympiad. That means in your region you should be in top 30. You should be in top 30, but you should aim for top 10. Okay, to be on the safer side. So what are the prerequisites? Start early. Class 8 to 9 foundation is important. Okay, so please start writing Olympiads from class 8 itself. Okay, next, practice number theory and combinatorics regularly. That is, these are high weightage topics. So if I talk about number theory, it is a very high weightage topic, be it for school level or for the intermediate, that is PUC level or class 11 or class 12 level. So number theory is highly important, and also combinatorics is also highly important topic. Okay, now coming to avoid skipping geometry proofs. That is, geometry proofs means you may think geometry, what is this, what is that? The results which you get. Suppose if I talk about BPT, so in the end you will get proportionality between sides. You may think that that is enough, but please understand the proof itself, how it comes. Okay, that proof itself will help you to solve the various other questions, because the questions will be based on proof of the theorem, not just the actual outcome or the result of the theorem. So please focus on the process of getting the proof. Okay, that is very important. Next, coming to take mock test to improve speed and accuracy. That we will be solving here. Okay, we will be solving lot of questions here, so follow through it. Okay, once you see the question, don't directly jump to watching the solution. If you know for first few classes, just watch the solution, no problem. But after a certain number of classes, pause the video, try to solve the question or be engaged in the class, give the answers. That will definitely help you. Next, preparation resources. Okay, there are certain books, Challenge and Thrill of Pre-College Mathematics, Problem Solving Strategies by Arthur and Gill. Okay, these past papers, regular mock test, NCERT class 8 to 10 mathematics. These are general resources, but these are resources if you are preparing on yourself, but otherwise if you follow our classes, that is sufficient. that will be sufficient. But if you want further assistance, you can join our page batch also. Okay. And one more important thing, in the month of October we are coming up with scholarship test also. Okay. It will be based on Olympiad paper level. Okay. So if you write that, in that you will be having the questions from Science Olympiad also and also Maths Olympiad combined. Okay. You will be having a single paper. You can attend it online also. More information regarding that will be provided to you in the next class. Okay. Next, coming to key benefits of Olympiad preparation. So it boosts the problem solving and logical thinking. So one of our student who cracked NEET this time, he got 600 plus. Okay. This time the physics paper was extremely tough, but that person, that student, okay, scored 33 or 34 correct and got 2 or 3 wrong. That's it. He got very, very good score in NEET when it comes to physics. So the problem with other students is they are studying the same books, but this person also studied the same books. How this person got more marks? This is because his foundation skills were very good. Okay, he had taken foundation classes from class 8 and he was writing Olympiad exam. But other students, they think that if they study 11th and 12th class level, yeah, definitely you can make it. But this person had an edge over others because this person was already ahead of them when it comes to problem solving and also logical thinking. Okay, that's why this made it easy for him to attempt the question. He was not nervous or he was not shocked by looking at the difficulty level of the question, because he was already exposed to such level of questions by attending what? By attending Olympiad questions. Okay, that is the reason you have to write Olympiad if you are targeting for very good IITs or also very good medical colleges like AIIMS, all these things. Okay, so this improves JEE NEET preparation, like I told you, national and international recognition. Okay, that is very important. Opportunities for scholarships and training camps. Okay, just by preparing for Olympiads, you can write other exams like NTSC if you are a state board, all these things. Okay, you will be offered lot of scholarship and you will be given lot of recognition. Okay, this problem solving skills not just help you in your intermediate level, that will develop your analytical skills even throughout your career. Okay, next is builds discipline and competitive spirit. Okay, apart from school level preparing board level questions, that is whatever is there, rectification, you by heart or you solve the same question that comes in the board exam and you go and vomit or you go and reproduce, copy paste whatever you have studied. Okay, but here it is not like that. You have to apply your mind and solve the questions. Okay, it's not just about the knowledge here it is application of the knowledge. So to do that you have to build discipline. Okay, that gives you, that builds routine. Based on that you will be able to develop that competitive spirit. Okay, to build discipline, okay, you need a routine. To have a routine, you need to have proper habit. If you have a proper habit, that means your willpower is like a muscle. Okay, if your willpower is like a muscle. Okay, the more you use it, the less it becomes throughout the day. So willpower is directly proportional to decision making. Okay, so the more the decision you make, the less the willpower it becomes. So if the decisions are already made, that is you are having a proper habit, the routine is already fixed, then the decision making will reduce. Then willpower will be preserved and this can be used in productive work. So habit, routine and discipline, okay, they are all interlinked. So discipline helps us to stay having momentum. Okay, so consistency is more important here. So this is about the benefits. Next, if I have to end with a motivational thing, I don't believe in motivation. Okay, if I talk about motivation, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and out. That is 1% improvement each day, that will help us to propel a lot. Okay, so what I can say is education is the means to turn your soul towards truth. Education or preparation is the ultimate devotion. That's all I can say. And you have to understand one thing, consistency is more important than intensity, and also loyalty towards your preparation is more important than your royalty or your show off. That is, royalty means I am telling, showing off that you are studying. No need to do that. You have to study in silence, okay, and make the presence felt through your preparation and also your success. Okay, that's all I can say. Okay, so please build that discipline. Here you can start off by regularly watching our classes. Okay, this is all about when it comes to IOQM. I think I have answered all your questions. If you have any queries, please post it in the comment section. So this was the session about IOQM, that is Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Mathematics. Okay, so this is the first day when it comes to Mathematics Olympiad. So let us meet in the first session, which will be commencing soon. Okay, each week you will be having 4 days class. We will be solving lot of questions, PYQs, chapter wise. All right friends, I will wind up now. Thank you. Take care.